Hi, I'm Viella. I'm one of our instructors at FORMA in Manila. And joining me today are my colleagues Michelle and Celine. We're going to be demonstrating a 30-minute FORMA Asana version of our classes that we teach at the studio. And we'll be focusing a little bit more on your thighs today. So get your legs ready for all of that work. Yeah, but since they're joining me, Celine will be showing a lot of the easier modifications. So if you haven't been taking a lot of classes with us yet, or you haven't been working out in a while, please feel free to follow her, keep your eyes on her. However, Michelle will be demonstrating a little bit more, a few more advanced options. So in case you're really raring to work out today, then go ahead. Watch her, look at what she does, and she will give you the options. All right, so for your props, we would like it best if you have a yoga mat, just so that you don't slip when you go down into your yoga poses. So we have mats, and we also have blocks, just in case you don't have anything like this. They're just really there for support. So if you have anything sturdy in front of you, beside you, then that can serve as a block as well, maybe even a pillow. So if you are ready, we're ready as well. So we're going to start seated, so go ahead, join us on the floor, cross your legs. Since you have a block, Teacher Celine can maybe sit on the block just in case. You're not very mobile at the hips, then that's fine. The higher base will help your hips out. But if your hips are okay, then Teacher Michelle's right there. Cross your legs this way, or maybe cross them in any comfortable position. We'll just start with a few breaths. Hands on your knees, roll your shoulders back. If you're comfortable at home, then close your eyes and just breathe about 4 times in through the nose and out through the nose. We want to start inhaling through the nose and out through the nose, just so that we get to really warm up the body naturally. So take 2 more breaths, expand through the ribs, and exhale, sink the ribs in, feel your abs tighten. 1 more breath in and out. Now go ahead, open your eyes, take a good look at the camera, bend your head towards your right shoulder and towards your left shoulder. Just feel the release on each side of your neck. Who knows what time you're doing this? Yeah, you might be doing this in the morning, so if you just woke up, it's still a good way to wake up. However, if you're finishing off your day with this workout, then I'm sure this stretch works as well. Now this time, bend your head towards your right side and then circle it all the way around clockwise at your own pace. At least do 2 big circles. Make the second one bigger than the first. And then switch. Bend towards your left. Take the chin all the way around. Chin to your chest and nod the head. Now lift your head up. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Reach your hands all the way up overhead. Stretch the sides of the body. Now bring your hands back to your chest. We're just going to cycle forward and maybe this time round your back, head down. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Give the chest a stretch. And then exhale, bring the hands down in front of you again. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms forward. Again, lift the head. Maybe even look at your hands. And exhale, hands forward. Last set. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands forward. This time, lift your hands all the way up overhead. Just a little break. This time, stretch the sides of the body, bend right. And then change, bend left. We'll do 1 more time for each side. Bend some more, rooting the left hip, and then change 1 last time to the right. Now bring your hands back over your head. We'll reverse by pushing the arms straight forward, bending them as they go in front of you, and then stretching them as you go all the way up overhead. Now round your back, chin down, push the palms away. Bring your hands back to your heart and lift them up, away from the top of your head. 3 more times. Exhale forward. Inhale, pull the ribs in. And exhale, reach arms up and over. This time, bringing a stretch to the back of your body. Really good for a long day as well. Exhale forward. Let's do 1 last set. Arms all the way up overhead. Good, ladies, and push forward. Now bring your hands back up in the air. Let's bend left and right this time. So maybe use the left hand to pull. If you want, even hold on to your your right wrist and then bend. Or keep the fingers interlaced and then change. Pull towards the right. Now I want you to lift your hands overhead. Unlace your fingers and then reach your left hand onto your shoulder, left shoulder. Reach your right hand up high. Place it up and over outside your left ear. And then just let gravity pull your ear and shoulder away from each other. You don't hardly have to pull. And then release. Now switch. Arms up and change. Right hand on your shoulder, left hand on your right ear. Again, you're just drawing the ear and shoulder away from each other. You don't want to pull too hard, especially if you're doing this for the first time in the morning. And then return to center. We'll do a little bit more. Arms up. Same thing. Left hand on left shoulder, right hand on left ear. This time as you bend, you have the option to keep looking forward or Place the right hand on the base of your skull and tilt your chin diagonally towards your right shoulder. Feel that stretch all the way in the left side of your neck. Lengthen both arms and look forward, and we'll change. Right hand on your right shoulder, left hand on your right ear. We'll do one last stretch. Again, you can just gaze forward, feel that stretch right here, or deepen it and add that stretch. The left palm is just resting on the base of your skull. Now bring your hands back up and exhale, bring them to your heart. All right, you can set aside the block if it's in the way. Just make sure that's here at this end of the mat. Let's come to kneeling, facing one end of your mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, feet stepping back to a quick downward facing dog. Feel the heels press down. Now, you don't have to stretch the legs, so teacher Celine is showing you where you can start. Focus on lifting the heels so that the spine is long from head to tail. But if you can, maybe start to push the right heel down on the mat and then change left heel down. Pedal your legs right and left, and then try to make sure that the chest sinks down more towards the floor, but you're still lifting your belly as high as you can off of the mat. Maybe do that 8 more times. 1, go 2. Notice how their tailbones are really reaching up in the air. Shoulders are relaxed, so maybe even shake the head out. For the last 2 seconds, start to walk your feet forward. Yes. And then start to lift your hands off the floor and place your hands on your elbows. Now you can be as high as you need to, maybe even bend the knees. Teacher Celine will show that. However, Teacher Michelle will pull her elbows down as low as she possibly can. Get that stretch on the back of the hips. We are working on your legs after all, so go ahead. Sway side to side if you wish. Bend your knees so you're stable and press all 10 toes on your mat. Maybe take at least 2 breaths while you stay down here. Inhale and exhale. If you might feel dizzy in this pose, then lift the head a little bit. Try not to look towards the knees too much. Now on your last breath, release your elbows, fingers on the mat. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift halfway to a tabletop and stretch your arms towards your feet. And exhale, lower down. We'll just do this 2 more times to warm up the upper back. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, lower all the way down. One last time, lift halfway up. Inhale, as you exhale, reach your hands to the side and stretch them all the way up overhead. Hands to your head, bring them to your heart center, and we start with your serious. Bring your hands to your side. Let's go to the Vinyasa. So your options are big toes together or feet completely touching. Stand nice and tall. Open up your chest. Now I want you to bend your knees. Think of a tug of war that happens between your fingers and your hips. Send the hips back as the arms reach beside your ears. Bring your hands together, fold forward as you exhale. Fingers on the mat, head towards your shins. Inhale, lift halfway up, using the upper back, stretching your arms to the floor. Bend your knees. Let's go to a plank. Left foot back first, followed by your right foot. If you notice, the shoulders are right over your wrists, heels really high, hips not too low, just high enough. And then if you can, kneel down, and then open the chest. Teacher Michelle will keep her legs straight. Lift the chest forward. Try for your chaturanga or go all the way down. I'm demonstrating how to go down and then start to send the chest up into your upward facing dog or Teacher Celine in her cobra. Lift your chin, inhale, then exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Retuck the toes and launch yourself up and back as you exhale into your downward facing dog. So again, think about your hips. Okay, lift your hips as high as you can, stretch your legs using your thigh muscles, and then just press the heels down with every exhale out. We'll try to stay here for at least 3 breaths. If you ever need to come down because of your wrists or anything else, then you can come down to a child's pose. Teacher Celine will demonstrate that now. We'll stay here 2 more breaths. Palms facing up in the child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Draw the belly in. One last breath. Inhale through the nose. Good. And exhale through the nose. Now come up to down dog, teach yourself. We're going to lift the heels up, bend your knees, step the right foot, then left foot forward to your forward fold. From there, inhale, lengthen the legs, spine, and arms, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward, and then lift all the way up. Send your hands to the side if you don't have room. I don't want you knocking anything over. Look up in the air, then bring your hands to your heart. Return to the Dasana. We'll do another set of that. So inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward. Back of the thighs long. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, bend your knees. Again, the left foot steps back, followed by the right foot. So just like earlier, we have the same modifications for you. Chest up, bend your elbows. Inhale, roll up, open up through the chest. And exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, lift up and back to your downward facing dog. Doing the modifications that you need to make sure that your wrists and your knees are nice and safe. Again, staying here for 3 breaths, but if needed, feel free to sit back in child's pose. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Imagine that you're pushing your palms away from you and your heels away from you as well. Take one last breath in and out. Now lift your heels up, come up to your down dog, bend your knees to your chest and step forward, 1 foot at a time. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll yourselves up, arms up overhead. Reach the hands up to the sky. Bring your hands together and lower your hands to your side. Now this time, we're going to sit down again. Reach the hands forward all the way and then fold forward. Fingers on the floor. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, bend your knees. Step back to a plank. Again, feel free to kneel. Bring the chest forward to chaturanga. Cycle through your upward dog. And finally, your downward facing dog. Now this is where we add on. We're going to start with the right leg. You can lift your heel first and then start to bend the right leg. Lift it in the air. Stay there or stretch your right leg to a full 3-legged dog. From there, left heel up. Bring your right knee to your chest. Step your right foot between your hands. Bring the left heel in so it squeezes inward towards your right. Feel free to place your hands on your thighs or reach them all the way up overhead into Warrior One. Now we're going to start with your thighs. Open the arms out to the side. Maybe allow the left heel to swivel so that your toes point straight forward. Now I want you to bend the right leg down an inch, up an inch. Allow the sides of the body to stay long. Feel free to even place your hands on your hips so that you know that they're nice and even. That's also if you need to relax your shoulders, but really reach through the arms and lift. You go bend and lift. Let's do 2 more. Now hold it here. I want you to bring your right elbow down onto your thigh. Reach your left hand all the way overhead. Feel that stretch from fingertips all the way down to the left heel. Now, this time, reach your left hand all the way out. Swivel your left heel in, bend your knees. This is called your goddess pose or your wide second at plantar forma. Hands on the hips. Let's do 8 pulses down. 2, 3, roll your shoulders back, draw the belly in. 6, on 8, we're going to place your right hand, elbow on your thigh, press the left heel out, reach the left arm all the way up overhead, then reach it all the way to the side and bend the left knee, turn it out. Pulse down again. 2, so if you can see, we're going to try to cycle through your Warrior 2 and your wide second. This time again, left heel to the side, right elbow down, left arm up. For 2, then left hand down, left knee out. Pulse 4 times. 2, 3, then again, right elbow on your knee, left heel pushes out, and then it squeezes back in. Pulse 4 times, down, 2, 3, now we'll go a little faster, elbow down, arm up, pulse twice, and twice, that's it, down, and up, and twice. Now if you can see, the heel pushes out and it squeezes in. The left leg straightens as you bend and it turns out. Last 2 sets, straighten, reach up. I'm sure you guys are feeling your right thigh. Last one, straighten and reach. Now hold it here, straighten your legs. Up and down, lift and lower. Let's reach the hands up. Option, arms up or just behind your head. See what your shoulders like better. Now hold at the bottom, lean forward, turn your toes forward. Let's do a little squat, hips to the back, and up. Start to straighten your legs. Incline the body forward. Feel that stretch on the back of the legs. 2 more. Down, up. Now straighten up, hold, come upright, turn out the toes, bend down 3 times. 2, 3, straighten all the way up, turn the toes forward, bend again. Yes, 2 more. 2, 1 more, straighten all the way up, turn out the toes. This time 2 each. Down and up, then go up and over. Yes, here you go. Sit, lean forward, and lengthen the spine. Again, bend, stretch, lift toes forward. Good. Last one, nice ladies. Now, we're going to go back to wide second. Pulse down, down, and down. Hands to prayer. Imagine you have a ball of energy. Squeeze it between your hands. Now hold still. Wrap your thighs to the back, to the back, to the back. Now twist right and left. Twist right, twist left. Add a pulse. This will be your first sprint. Alright? Give me 8 of your best. You go 1, 2. I want to see Teacher Michelle go a little lower. Yes, and follow her. Go 6, go 7, and 8. Step to the front of your mat and roll your shoulders back. Very good, everyone. Inhale here and exhale. Let's do 1 Vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the spine halfway up. Exhale, find your plank. Step back, 1 foot at a time. Again, you can kneel down or just bend elbows a few inches and then really roll onto the top of the feet, chest up. Again, retuck the toes, belly up, hips up, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale and exhale. We'll stay here 3 more breaths. Again, just as your other options earlier, you may kneel
if ever you need to. One more time. Inhale and exhale. For the last breath, lift your heels up in your downward facing dog, bend your knees, and step your right foot towards your hands. Follow up with your left foot towards your hands, and then roll yourselves up one bone at a time. Now teacher yourself can keep facing diagonally. I'd like to invite teacher Michelle to face here. We're going to bend our knees, and then lift the right heel up. You're going to start to carry the thigh up, roll your shoulders back. So you want the thigh close to the chest. You'll need a little bit of ab work here. Thumb facing forward wherever you are. Start to extend the right leg or keep it bent. So teacher Celine is showing the first option, holding onto the thigh, make sure the spine is straight. Second option, bend the knee again. Maybe wrap your peace fingers around your big toe. Feel the spine lengthen, and as you exhale, stretch your leg all the way forward. Amazing. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, on one knee to the chest, release your foot, and stand tall. You made it, first set. Okay, let's jump to the other end of the mat. Go ahead and bring your towel, what's this called? Your block over to the other side of the mat. So again, we'll start with your Surya V. Bring your feet together, arms to side in Tadasana. Let's sit down, bend your knees, reach your arms diagonally forward, chin up. Bring the palms together, exhale, hands to chest, hold forward, head down. Inhale, lift halfway up, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, bend your knees, hands down. This time, right foot back, followed by left foot back. Take your options for your plank. You may kneel or keep the legs straight, going down to your chaturanga, cycling with a breath into upward facing dog. Then again, chin down into downward facing dog. Inhale to stay. Lift your hips higher up in the air. Exhale, push the mat away from you. You're staying here for 3 more breaths. So again, I think I've said it enough. Anytime you need to reset, go right on ahead. Last 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Take one last breath in and out. Now this time we're going to try bend your left leg, heel up. Start with that. Lift the left leg up and stretch it if you can. Now you're going to bring your knee to your chest. Right heel is off your mat. Step your foot between your hands. You're going to spin the right heel inward so that your heel kisses the mat. If you need to climb up with your hands on your thighs, go ahead. Otherwise, reach your arms up in the air. Find your warrior one. Good. Open up the chest. That's it. Now turn to your right. Stretch your arms right by your shoulders. Adjust the back heel and the back leg stays straight. Now we're going to bend the left knee down and up. Be careful. Make sure that the back leg stays nice and straight. You're actually getting a nice stretch right here on the outside of your right ankle. Good. Reaching the left hand farther out. And at the same time, the right hand towards the side. You go 4. Looking good, ladies. 3. Keeping the sides of the body long. You're going to hold it and then bend your left arm. Elbow down on your thigh. Right hand all the way up. Over to the side. Good. Now, start to open up the right arm. Bend your right knee. Turn it out. Hands on your hips. Let's do 8 pulses. Down. Down. Roll the shoulders back again. 4 more. 5, 6, and then watch again. The right heel pushes out as the right leg straightens. Elbow down, right arm up. Now reach your right arm all the way up. Bend your right knee. Let's do 4, 3, 2. This time, right heel out, left elbow down, right arm up in the air. Reach your right hand back up. Place both hands on your hips as you bend your knees. 4 pulses. Down, 2, 3. Now let's do it in 2s. Right heel out, right arm up, right hand down, right knee out. That's it. Press it out. Reach it up and bend and bend. Go stretch and reach and lower the hand on your hip. Good. One more stretch and reach. Good. Now we're going to alternate. Let's go. Push your right heel out. Squeeze it in so you're feeling that stretch and that squeeze. You got 4 more, ladies. Reach and lower. 2. Good. Go 3. 1 more. Now hold it and stretch your legs. Both of them up. Both of them down. Releasing the left thigh. Exhale. Up and down. Start to reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Nice long arms. 2 more. Now, you're going to hold at the bottom. Turn your toes to point forward. Bring the body forward. Stretch your legs up and bend down. Up and bend down. Now this time, stretch all the way up. Turn the toes out and bend down, up, down, up. Go up and over, toes forward. Go bend, reach your fingers forward. This time, go up and over, toes to the side. This time, just 2, then go up and over, forward. Good. Go reach forward, and then turn the toes and knees out. Bend, lift. I think we should alternate it. You go forward with the toes, and cider the toes.
So the hands reach forward and they reach upward. There's a lot of opposition going on here, which is great. Last set, go forward. Now hold, stay bent, and pulse. Pulse down and down. That's it. This time for your sprint, I want you to place your hands over your head. Instead of twisting, I want you to bend right and left. Maybe teacher Michelle's gonna reach down for the outside of her shins, trying her hardest not to fall over, and then starting to go maybe a little bit lower for the last 8, 7, looking good, teach yourself, just keep your balance, 4, 3, 2, and you come to the left side of your mat, standing in Tadasana. This time teacher Michelle is going to face this way, teacher Michelle is going to face the camera, so you can see her better. Bend your knees, grab the back of the left thigh, use your abdominals to carry up your left leg. And it can be a little bit lower, as long as you're standing tall. Now, go ahead. Take your options. Teacher Self stays where she is. Left peace fingers around the left big toe. You're going to grow much taller. Yes, as you stretch your left leg forward. And we stay there like a statue. For 4, 3, 2, bring your knee to your chest and step down. Yes. Great. All right, we're almost done. So what we're going to do now is turn here again. All right, bring your feet together onto your mat. Go ahead and sit. Reach your hands all the way up. Bring your hands to your chest and bring your hands to your heart. Roll your shoulders back. Let's twist towards the left. Twist, face forward. Twist, face forward. So your knees are pointing straight forward to the front of your mat. If you're facing us, the knees stay right where they are. They don't move to the left. Now bend your knees backward. Your hips go backward as you bring your chest and your shoulders towards the left. Now let's go faster. Twist, twist. That's it, ladies. 4 more here. Go 1, belly in. 2, 3, on 4. Hold. Gently lift your right heel up. Step your right foot to the back. Maybe if you can, you're gonna reach the chest higher. Maybe rest your right hand on your right thigh or bring your right fingers down to the floor. Lift your left hand up in the air. Stay there. Reach your arm all the way back. Just a breath in and a breath out. Now I want you to lift your hands up and over, fingers on the floor, bring your feet together and roll yourselves up, and then quickly turn around and walk to the other end of your mat. Feet together, hands by your side, and your next Tadasana. Sit down, reach your hands up, then bring them together and in front of your chest. This time we'll twist towards you, to the right, face forward, to the right. So again, if you're not facing sideways, you're facing me, twist to the right, allow your knees to point straight forward, never going out on a detour, keep them steady. 4 and 3, that's it. Go 2, good. Now we're going to speed it up. If you're with teacher Mish, bend your knees as you twist. If you're with teacher Cell, just keep the chest going. It's more about keeping the thighs together to work your inner thighs. Last 6, 1, 2, 3, that's it. Go 5. Now hold the twist carefully. Hips more back, left heel up. You're going to take your weight back with it so that the toes, good, step on the floor. Now if you did so earlier, left elbow on your right thigh, right hand up, inhale, lengthen, and reach all the way back. This is your balance challenge. If you can, sink down a little bit more and reach back a little bit more for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Windmill the right hand up, place it on the floor, hands down on the mat, left foot forward, inhale, palms down. Exhale, bend your knees, step your way back to a downward facing dog. Stay there for a few breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Since we're here again, you can reset anytime, find your child's pose. But we're almost done though, so I'd like you to say it a little longer. 1 last breath in and 1 last breath out. Lift your heels up, bend your knees, look up. If you can, you're going to bring your feet together. Teacher Mitch is going to try to hop forward. Teacher Cell, you just walk forward. Bring your feet together. Go for it. Yes. And then bend your knees. Sit down all the way. Good. And cross your legs right over left. Roll your shoulders to the back. All right. Now since we have a block, place it here by your side. And then fold your legs to the right side. We're going to do a thigh stretch. After all that work, I'm going to deserve it. So come on to kneeling. If your knees complain in this position, then I don't blame you. This is why we have the block. So go ahead. You can either place the block vertically underneath your hips or horizontally, and just squeeze it in with your ankles. If you don't need the added height, Teacher Michelle is right there. She's bringing her knees together so that the feet are wide enough, just like this. Now, I want you to gently place your hands by your hips, open up through the chest, lengthen through the top of your head. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, start to walk the hands to the back. That's it. Maybe flatten the palms. Now inhale, open the chest, tuck your hips under you, and then sink the hips back onto the block or the mat. Allow the heels to gently spread apart. You're just gonna walk your way backward and backward and backward. If you're high up on the block, you're not required at all to come down to your elbows. Find a comfortable spot for your hands. However, if you are able to lie all the way down, then go right on ahead. We're not rushing here, so you can take your time. Teacher Michelle is showing you what you can do. Her chest is lifted high, and her lower back has a nice big arch underneath it. Her elbows are clasped behind her head, her hands are around her elbows, and she's lifting the chin off the chest. Think about your sternum pointing up towards the ceiling, maybe even the chin pointing up to the ceiling. And if your knees are together, don't force them in together too much. Listen to them. If they start complaining, then just squeeze the inner thighs and press the shins down. We'll try to stay here for at least 4 more breaths. Really send your shin bones forward and your thigh bones forward. Feel the front of the hips open up. That's it. Maybe even if you have a chair that's as high as your back, you can find a couch and lean back against it. Maybe lean the head back against this area and still find that same lifted feeling in the front of the heart. So we'll just take 2 more breaths here. My colleagues are enjoying themselves. We'll take 1 more breath in and out. All right, now it's pretty easy for Celine to come up. But for Teacher Mitch, she's going to reach your hands forward, press the elbows down, and then carefully come up, push yourself up. All right, set aside the block. We'll do a few more stretches. Go ahead, ladies. Let's face the camera so you can see it better. Stretch your left leg out to the side. Fold your right leg in. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And exhale, bend towards your left leg. Now, if you want, you can tap the toes. Otherwise, think about opening through the right shoulder, pushing the left thigh down, and then sinking some more. Take 1 more breath in and out. Now we're going to reach up and over and change. Bend your left leg in, stretch your right leg out. This time, right hand on your leg, left hand up. Inhale and exhale, bend sideways. You can tap the toes or just open up to the chest. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bending sideways. Relax the shoulders and relax your neck. Feel free to look forward, up, or down, whichever is more comfortable for your neck. 1 last breath in and exhale. Come back upright. Bend your legs. Inhale. 1 last time. Reach up. You have your block beside you. If you know that you're not very mobile, you can place it in front of you. Reach your hands up and reach forward. The block is right there. It'll catch you, and you can place your palms right on top. Forehead on top, or hands reaching forward. Feel free to stack. So it's all about how high you need to be or how low you'd like to be. And with every breath, just try to work on lengthening the spine forward and sinking down with every breath in, reaching forward with every breath out. Feel your hip bones sink down onto the floor. Feel your shoulders relax away from the ears. And relax the shoulders, the arms, and gently move your hands closer to your legs. Push the palms down and lower yourselves back up 1 small move at a time. You can set aside the block and then feel free to face this way. We'll do 1 last stretch. Stretch your legs in front of you. So this time, instead of just folding forward, you can grab your block, Teacher Michelle. Just to the next option. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Flex both feet. If you have a wall, that also works. If you don't have a block, you have a wall, that's even better. Reach your hands all the way forward. If you can't grab hold of your feet, just lay your hands down. Start to walk your way forward. The lower you go, the better, but only if the legs remain long. So if you have a block and you need more stretch, you can wrap it in front of the arches of your feet. That will act as your wall. Hold on to the sides of the block instead of your toes. Hold, draw the elbows out, and give in. And if you want more, hold on to the block, lift it a little bit higher so that it rests against the balls of your feet, and pull on it. And as you breathe in, same as earlier when you had your legs folded, you want to lengthen as you inhale, Relax and give in as you exhale. So now we're finally letting gravity help us out. Take one last breath in and a breath out. Release the block if you have one, and then roll yourselves back up. And that is your 30-minute FORMA Asana class, a shortened version dedicated to your thighs. On behalf of my friends and me, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you again.